Hey there, everyone. I know there's probably nobody expecting this because, again, I didn't publicize when I would be going live, but I had a few minutes before the late afternoon evening gets very busy for our family, so I wanted to get on and share some more cards that I have that we did one version on Saturday at my customer Christmas party event, and I had extra packets like I did with my last live, and I wanted to do a stepped up version, adding some extra product and parts of the card and just showing you some other ways that you can use this hugs for love bundle, and it's a nice set for Valentine's Day cards or just general thinking of you cards. So I'm just gonna see if I can get my computer set so I can see if anyone joins the live and I can say hello to you all. Here we go. Now I can see it. All right, let me flip the camera around and we can get started. So bear with me a second while I get my hands in the way. Slide it out, turn it around. There we go. So you can see. I think I'll go a little bit closer. I think I was a little bit far away last time. There we go. And here's the set, the Hugs for Love bundle. And the coordinating to the point label punch. Let's see if I can get, that's the shape. If you can see the shape, I'm not sure if it shows up without the glare. This bundle will be in the new catalog that's coming out January 7th. And let me look at the catalog. I cannot show you the catalog, but I can tell you what the price point for this one will be. And there's actually another stamp set in the catalog that coordinates with the punch, that it doesn't come as part of the bundle, but you can get that one too. And all right, so the Hugs for Love bundle is $38.50. So that's a pretty good deal for this kind of fun label punch. So let's get started with the card. We're going to do the basic card first. So I'm going to do the card that my customers made at my Christmas party, and then just show you how that one comes together. And then I'm going to swap out and add a few things to it to do just a different version of it. So we're going to start with a Fresh Freesia card base, and then we've got a piece of Summer Splash, and I'm going to use some scrap paper behind it so I don't get ink on my foam pad. I always like to have scrap paper over my foam pad, because if you go off the edge, you don't want ink to get into the foam and then it'll get on the next layer of cardstock that you put down. So at least that's the way I found. I've seen people stamp right on it and just keep going, but I like to err on the side of caution. I'm a little bit of a messy stamper anyway, and we don't need to tempt fate by having extra ink floating around. All right, so that's going to be the background, this nice heart shape. Then we're going to back this one with just a layer of basic white, just to give it a nice little frame. Make sure that you can see. Oops, a little crooked. That's what's nice about using the glue. You've got a little wiggle room to slide your layers around. All right, now we're going to just put this one right on the card front. Remember, we use Fresh Freesia for that, and then the aqua color is Summer Splash. If you don't have Summer Splash, it's an ink color. If you don't have that one, Coastal Cabana is very close. I think Coastal Cabana is a little bit lighter. So if you don't have that one, you can swap Coastal Cabana out and make your own version of this at home. So we're going to use some Fresh Freesia ink. I'm going to use the label with the little, I don't know if it's hard to see, the little hearts on the edges. And I think we'll go, let's see, I think we'll go like this for this one. You can use the label either way, but I kind of like kind of like the hearts up and down for this one. I'm going to ink up my sentiment. This one just says, Happy Valentine's Day, but there's in the set, there's you make me smile, lots of hugs, you and I make the best team, sending you a big hug, life is better with you, and then the Valentine's sentiment. So there's really a lot of choices and good for thinking of you cards. And I'm going to use the punch it out, get it lined up. Usually I stick my face right over the top of the punch so I can see where I'm going, but this time we're not doing that. All right, I gotta get this out of the way. And I'm going to add some ribbon, and the ribbon is really pretty. Let's see if I can find it. Other adhesive, a little bit of snail. The ribbon is going to be a celebration reward. So if you like having embellishments and lots of ribbon choices, it's real pretty. It's seam binding. We've had lots of different colors of seam binding ribbon over the years, but this one is in fresh freesia, so it goes with our card base. And this one I'm just going to cut about 8 inches. That seems to be about right. And I'm just going to layer it on the back. I put a little bit of adhesive on the back of my label, and I'm just going to go back and forth. Oops, maybe I didn't cut quite enough. Just a little bit. You want a little bit hanging off. I guess I didn't put enough adhesive. I'll put another one in there. And this way you can kind of get your little loops kind of where you want them. You know what, we're going to do this a little bit longer so we don't have quite so much coming off. There we go. So you've got a little bit of that on the back. We're going to add some dimensionals to pop it up. You know how I like dimensionals. And then we're just going to pop it on the card front. And the front is almost done. After that, let's see, straighten it out. Oops. And I've got some really pretty, these are new, newer Riverside Irregular Pearls. And you can find these in the online exclusives on the Stampin' Up! Online store. And these came out in November. And they coordinate with the new like Otter Suite. And it's really pretty, but I thought these go really well with the colors that I've chosen. So, and if you look at them closely, let me see if I can make sure that you can see them. That's white, gray granite, and Lost Lagoon, but they've got such an iridescence. So you got some greens and blues and pinks, a little bit of purple. So they really coordinate with a lot of different colors. So let's see, let's do the inside now and the envelope. And I'm simply going to just stamp the heart that we used earlier, once on the envelope and once on the insert. I always make an insert. I don't know if everybody does that, but I always think it makes the card just look a little bit more finished if you do a piece of basic white or very vanilla, depending on what your neutral color is. And it just finishes off the inside of the card. There we go. Stamp my hand-stamped stamp by. Put that right on the back using a little bit of fresh freesia ink. And there we go. Quick little Valentine's Day card using the Hugs for Love bundle, which is the stamp set, and the, oh, I keep missing the name. The Love Points for You. I have to look it up. I know, I'm a terrible demonstrator. I can't keep track of all the names of everything. What is it? To the Point Label Punch. To the Point Label Punch. That's probably a better view of the shape. All right, so next we're going to do almost the same card, but I'm going to add in a bit of lemon lime twist to it. I thought it was a fun color combination, nice and bright, would be great for you know, like a kid's Valentine's. They love like bright colors and the contrast. So we're just going to start with the Fresh Freesia card base again. And I am going to stamp the hearts again all over like I did the first time. And try to get them even. Let's see, we need a little bit right there in that corner. And to do just a little bit more detail, I'm going to use my Summer Splash Blends marker. And this one I'm just going to go and color the band, the open band around. And it gives a little bit extra detail. I think I made a couple cards with this set that I've shared in the last few weeks, and I think I did the same thing with one of those. You could go back and look on the blog for that. But I just kind of like how it kind of gives it a little bit more weight. So we're going to do that on all of these. Hopefully I'll go fast enough you won't get bored and log off. Oh, hi Joan, thanks for joining us all the way from Washington State. You getting ready for Christmas and all that? Do you guys have snow? We definitely do not have snow in Glen Allen, Virginia. Yesterday it was like 70 degrees. It was kind of crazy. But looking ahead to Valentine's Day is what we're doing with this card today. All right. Almost done. I know. I don't know you guys like watching people color or what, but this is kind of boring coloring since it's tone on tone and kind of looks the same, but trying to be fast but neat. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, Joan says no, it's 58 and sunny there. So I guess like all across the country it seems to be a little bit warmer than usual. We are supposed to get some rain and the cold front is supposed to come in tonight, but I don't think it's going to be snow cold. All right, so there we go. We've got that. Put that again. Let's see, what was the next step we did? Okay, next we're going to do, oh, you know what I didn't do? We're going to do the white backing. I was going to do lemon lime twists on the back, but I thought I had one pre-cut, but I didn't. So we'll just stick with the white one that I already have cut. So maybe we don't need quite that much lemon lime twist. All right, we're going to add that matting to the back. Get it straight. That's what it's going to look like there. Where's the rest of my, kind of have everything scattered here. I'm going to use the same label, and I'm going to use the same sentiment and just do that one right in the middle and punch that out, and then I'm going to add a bit of a border around it really easily. So we've got that, and then I'm going to use a piece of lemon lime twist, and I'm simply going to cut it in half, roughly in half, just eyeball it, and I'm going to just adhere 1/2 of the cut one at the top, and then the other one the bottom. Try not to get glue all over the place, right? I guess there are drawbacks to glue. Kind of get them on your hands. But, okay. There we go. It's not sliding like it usually does. So there, we've got that little bit. We're going to do the ribbon on the back again. Actually, I'm going to give myself a little bit more maybe 10 inches. I couldn't remember what I had told my stamp. Oh, I did. It says 10 inches. I said 8 before, but 10 is probably better. I'm going to do the adhesive on the back to hold the ribbon and just weave it across the loop. And then this one across. There we go. That's a little bit better. You have a little bit more on the ends to trim off if you want to get a nice clean edge. So let's start putting this together and see what other add-ons we can do to just kind of step this one up. Of course, if you have some different ribbon you could use, but I wanted to use the new ribbon, this Fresh Freesia seam binding ribbon. That's going to be a celebration reward. Let's see, some dimensionals. Dimensionals will help hold the ribbon down too on the card front. Put that one in right there. Oops. Then I am going to do, let me find a piece of some scraps. Here's a scrap. I think I'm going to do a Fresh Freesia little heart. And I'm going to stamp off really quick. Okay, get that clean. And then I'm going to do a second one on another scrap. Try to use up all my little bits when I have the chance. And I'm going to do a second one in my lemon lime twist. Oh, I've got dog hair. We hate that. Dog hair gets on everything. But we love them. Now, since this is the stamp and punch bundle, there aren't any dies. But if you want to cut out the hearts, they're not hard to cut. They're not like super detailed. You can cut those out as you want them to, or use a punch if you have another stamp set that has heart punches, or even a die. I can't say that they'll cut out the exact shape very well, but you could always just do plain cardstock. And I'm going to do the Fresh Freesia one. Let's see how we can arrange that. I didn't make one of these ahead of time to see. Might see what we can put together. This is like creating in progress right away without a ton of prep. So let's see, I think I'm going to put this one up here with a little dimensional to hold it. And then I'm going to do the same down here with the lemon lime twist. I'm going to put a dimensional on this side. So that way it stays popped up against the label, since the label is popped up. Now, let's see, we made so our original, and then this is the stepped up with the added color and a couple hearts. I think I used the white on this one. Let's see, which one do we think will look good with some, let's do this middle one maybe. About one right there. And how about a little one up there? Kind of like that. I like the addition of the lemon lime twist. It adds a little extra something. And more color is not a bad thing, right? So let's see. We're gonna use a little bit of lemon lime twist there for the envelope. And how about for the middle? We can do one right there. And maybe we can add in bigger sentiment on the inside, do a little extra sentiment. So I'm going to use the Love You from the Hearts of Elegance Valentine's Day suite. That's also an online exclusive that came out in November. Stampin' Up! Listened to us demonstrators, thankfully, when we said that it's kind of rushed when we get the Valentine's Day stuff only in the the mini that comes out in January. Then we're pretty rushed for getting ordering our own stuff and then getting samples made and planning classes around the Valentine's Day products when we can't sell them until the very beginning of January. So they're putting the biggest Valentine's Day suite in the online exclusives, and they came out in November. So we have it, have it earlier, and we can plan ahead a little bit, and customers can plan ahead, and because once you get your Christmas cards finished, you've got some time. So it's nice to have the product earlier than later when you're trying to plan some other cards. I think this one is it. So those are our 2 cards today. So we've got the original and then the little bit stepped up version, just have a couple extra steps. I added in the colored band around that stamp with my Stampin' Blends. And then we added the little bit of framing using the punch and just cutting, here I've got some, just cutting one of the punch shapes in half and adding it to the back side. And the 2 hearts that we stamped and then added those on either side. So just a little extra. You could, if you're not a lemon lime twist fan, which I can understand, some people aren't, you could totally, a light blue would work, pool party would be nice, or a pink, and keep it nice and pastel. But these are the 2 that I made using this set, and I hope it'll inspire you to work on some of your own cards. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm Amanda Mertz at Did You Stamp Today, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.